What's going on, Morpheus? What's going on, bro?
Hey, bro, it's dark outside. What you got shades on for?
What's going on, Bruiser? I mean, damn, my bad.
Narcissist. That
My
boy said
bad.
what's up to himself.
What's going on, everybody?
What up, bro?
What's
My
good?
eyes been on the light all day, man. It's hurting me, man. I gotta get them blue tint shades that JR told me to pick up from
Your eyes been hurting. That means he was
was it from the glass sunglass hut or
smoking
Macy's?
something.
What up?
Hey, stay tuned. I'll be having some glasses dropping soon.
For real?
Yeah.
You joking?
No, I'm serious.
Oh shoot. What they gonna be called?
I don't know, man. Just stay tuned, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I have my publicist put it out for you guys.
You know how Gucci got the emblem and Versace got the emblem on the side. You got to get your JR logo, your Lapeef logo, face logo on the side.
I don't know. Like it might be something different, man. Something that's away from Lapeef.
I just wanted to kind of like reiterate that like not every fear is a bad fear. Like it's okay to be, afraid to change. Like nobody is like sometimes in order to be brave, you have to be afraid, right? So, um, yeah, it's fine. It's just take that big leap, and you never know. We could come out at the top.
All right. Any more solutions before we move on to the next topic? This is the what is going? Is this how y'all do over here on the solution? Is it
So
me?
I will give one more. Don't be afraid to explore, right? Because I think we touched a lot on the like education part and the fear part, and not so much on the exposure. The more you explore, the more you understand what possibilities exist, the less that fear becomes a real thing. And the second thing that I'll say is that the mind is different, but the body does not understand the difference between fear and excitement. And so if you can trick your brain into thinking you're excited, fear is not so scary.
Okay. I'm gonna take the opposite of Naz. She said don't be afraid to explore. I say don't be afraid to be concise and make a damn decision. All right. I think for our young people, that is really, they love giving gray answers to everything. You got to be more black and white. You got to be more rigid in your decision making, because yes, you do have time in a certain part of your life to try new things, and you don't want to make a decision because you're afraid to fail. All right, so do it. Do whatever it is. Expose yourself to it and fail. Do it. Be concise. Make the decision and do it. I don't have any success that I have in the corporate world or in entrepreneurship because I'm some kind of golden boy that had success every time. Just go look at type my social security number into what is it, the IRS, and see how many businesses I've started since I was 19 years old. Okay, $0, negative $0, like on every tax return until I was in my 30s. All right, because I failed over and over and over again. But I was always concise. I always made a decision to go and do whatever I needed to do to the best of my ability. And I learned from all of that to be somebody who cannot be trifled with today. So you gotta make a decision.
Absolutely.
I agree. Making a decision and not being afraid to make decisions in life, um, that's that's the thing right there. I mean, you're getting older when you realize decision making is everything. I mean, if you just waver in everything in your life, if you're in the gray area in everything in your life, that's a problem. You need to stand on principle, stand on your thoughts, and go and move forward with change and things that you want to go after, things that you want for your life, and not be in that comfort zone of where I am now, because now doesn't last forever. My father always said that there's a window open in times in your life for everything. And when that window closes, that's when you need to be worried. But when that window is open, it's time to make some decisions and move into the next realm of your life. And that's how we mature. That's how we grow. But it's definitely decision making and not being afraid of change, not being afraid of making decisions. Sometimes you just have to leap and get over the fear like you were saying, that fear holding us back in different areas of our life, that is something that we all struggle with. It may be small or it could be big and overwhelming where anxiety lives, but you got to make those decisions and just go with the outcome. If it fails, make another decision.
And most people say get over the fear. I need people to understand there really is no getting over it. Work through it. Work with it.
Facts. Yep.
Work with it. I work
Let it
scared.
empower you.
Exactly. I work scared. Every investment I ever got, every partner I ever got, they only get with you when they see the confidence you have despite being scared. All right. So, you have to have that confidence in yourself to take the first step and just say, you know what, it's not going to start itself. Let me just start. You're going to work scared. That's really the key to it.
I also believe fear, like Naz was talking about fear into excitement. I believe fear can really turn into excitement, right? Because that one thing that you were afraid to do, I know one line of work, comedians always talk about that first time getting on stage and being fearful of people not laughing at their jokes, but then they use that fear to kind of to push them into that next realm. And then getting on stage, it is I have new jokes. Let me see how the audience is going to react to these. And this material, the unknown becomes exciting. So you do have to change your perspective in different areas of your life, and really use fear to fuel you into to new hobbies and new dreams and new goals and new ambitions.
Well, what if I told y'all it was? I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut nobody off. I know I haven't been here through the whole show, and I probably don't know what.
Whose fault is that?
No, but I might have a little bit to throw on it. You saying something, Jr.?
What you say?
He'll be shame you to me. I was saying,
No, I want to.
I held myself accountable. I forgot to send him a link. So.
Oh, sorry, Bruiser. But no, regards to Casey, like I think knowing what fear like shows up, how fear shows up in you, like recognizing it is a big part, because then you can mindfully kind of like walk yourself through it, right? Because like a lot of times we trying to like bottle it up, all these emotions that we're feeling, we bottle it up instead of kind of like actually feeling it and being in present with the fear, and like knowing, hey, you know what, my hands get clammy when I'm fearful, or like my heart start beating really fast. How do I stop that? Like take deep breaths, being like exercising mindfulness. And they have these videos on YouTube on how to like really be like knowing your body and putting your body and your mind together and let them work together. A lot of times we work separate, we don't really know, like it's like they're two strangers. So being mindful, I think practicing mindfulness is a big part of like change and like recognizing change when it happens to you, right?
Yep.
So if I could insert one thing, the way I deal with it, fear is you got to know that there's nothing new up under the sun. Nothing you are doing or can do hasn't already been done. So a lot of times when people have fear, they're unaware of the outcomes. They have these expectations that they just unaware. So what I tend to do is read, learn, and do. A lot of times when you read, you can make yourself aware of the expectations, and a lot of time, a lot of material that you read can show you the outcomes of what you're getting into. Because again, there's nothing new you could do. Everything you're doing has already been done. So a lot of people make the mistake of not wanting to read, not wanting to open a book, not wanting to study the people before them. Philosophers, athletes, singers, anything that you do, anything that you want to participate. And somebody has, found it inside of them, a soft side inside of themselves to say, hey, look, I know there's going to be young caps coming behind me and wanting to flourish and eat from the same fruit. They create books, they create guidelines. I think Roberts just said something about YouTube, a lot of stuff you can learn, but you just got to read. Pick up a book. A book is the answer to a lot of our problems. Just pick up a book and try to read. And it's sad to say.
Picking up the right book, though. You got to pick up the right book. You can't go and, pick up something.
And people are afraid to ask. Like, I think one of the biggest statements to make about this is people don't know what they don't know. So don't go into anything with false confidence that you're just going to be some kind of breakthrough thing. That's how you get your feelings hurt. Don't ever be afraid to approach people that know. You know, I think that's something that a few of my peers admire about me. I've walked up to many a celebrity, many a rich person, many a person who has an opportunity I'm trying to get, like I'm their equal, like I'm their peer. Like, hello, how you doing? You know, because this is the person that knows, and I'm gonna see if I can, you know, get this piece of knowledge from them if they have the time to speak with me about anything, because I know there's something I'm completely ignorant about and I really want to get in this space. So, you know, people got to understand that you have to make those you got to create relationships, fill in those gray areas in your life or in your opportunities and endeavors. And don't think you're just going to take a shot in the dark and strike gold. You know, you really got to do the work.
And to see what you were saying, I don't believe in like the right book, right? Or the right information or the right, I think that devoids people of critical thinking. And it also creates this like expectation that if you get it wrong, if you make a mistake, then that means you failed, right? Instead of the idea of like picking the wrong book or talking to the wrong person is a learning opportunity. What did you get out of this, right? I think there's so much pressure put on failure that people feel like if they don't succeed the first time, then that's it, you got to quit, right? So I don't think there's such thing as the wrong book, the wrong person, the wrong piece of information. It's all a part of the journey.
Are
I
you
think
speaking from
I
experience? No, I was
Bruce,
asking
I'll
for
take a picture of us, Bruiser. Yeah, I saying you take a picture of us.
I'm
No,
sorry.
my bad, man. I was holding my phone up. I couldn't reach it from where I was at, so I had a glass right here, so I didn't want to knock it over. My bad.